Everlasting love, so much to go around.
Yo,
You
Cole.
got me so. Hey, what's good, man?
Cole,
Come
what are you
down.
doing?
Alright, chill. Chill. Do not kill my vibe. I'm trying to listen to the song for the intro.
This is the intro. Just, what do you have from here?
Alright. I'll pull it up. Here. You can apologize now.
Fine, sorry, that wasn't too bad.
Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Cole Cactus and welcome back to the channel. This 16-inch M1 Pro MacBook Pro has been powering my workflow for the past 3 months and it on its own has been insane, but there are some accessories that I'll be sharing with you guys today that in my opinion will complete your laptop setup to be ideal for when you're on the go or working from home. When I'm at the desk, I'll more often than not be using the Mac in clamshell mode connected to my external ultrawide monitor, which is why I have this walnut dock from GroveMade. The build quality from them is fantastic, no surprises there. For me, having this 16-inch display on the Mac is awesome, but results in the laptop itself taking up quite a bit of room on the desk. Slipping it into this vertical stand frees up so much space while still being able to showcase the beauty of this device. After all, for how much I paid, I better not be hiding it away. You don't have to worry about scratches from the stainless steel, as the merino wool felt lining will keep the MacBook protected. Overall, it goes along super well with the rest of my setup and the wooden vibes that I've been going for with my money tree and wooden palm rest. I picked this up a couple years back when I bought my Keychron K2 mechanical keyboard, which I think is probably the best bang for your buck Mac keyboard available. One of the reasons I like it so much is how it has the Mac Media and modifier keys, which makes the experience using this board 10 times better. But for those like myself who also run a Windows machine, toggling the switch at the side will have it up and running with no issues. It has tactile get around brown switches that sound really nice, but talk is cheap, so here's a quick sound test. The included keycaps are nice, but I bought a $20 kit also from Keychron to put on my Q1 and then threw all the leftovers on here. I started to run out of great keycaps, so that's why the colors are a bit all over the place, but I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a vibe. It has Bluetooth connectivity and can be paired up to 3 devices simultaneously, being able to quickly switch between them by pressing FN plus the corresponding number 1 through 3. There's dozens of built-in lighting profiles, and while I just have the white LED model, you can also purchase one that has RGBs. The plastic build isn't anything special, and quite honestly, I would say that it's on the cheaper side, but when you consider its $7 price tag, it's really hard to beat. Paired alongside the keyboard, I have the MX Master 2S from Logitech. This guy's been going strong since the setup's beginning like 3 years ago, and since then there actually has been a new model released, but with how good it's been, I really haven't felt the need to upgrade. This, for me, really has been the perfect productivity mouse. Its ergonomic design may look a bit odd at first, but trust me, after those long hours at the desk, you'll be grateful for how comfortable it stays with the thumb rest at the left. Right under your thumb is the gesture button, which can be easily remapped in the Logitech Options software. Additionally, you have quick and easy access to the 2 side buttons, and my favorite feature, the side scroll wheel. This is the #1 thing that I miss when using other mice, and it keeps me crawling back to this guy. Being able to horizontally scroll through a Final Cut timeline or a Photoshop document is an absolute lifesaver. The regular scroll wheel though feels really high quality, and with its free spin, you can scroll through hundreds of lines of code or long web pages in an instant. And to top it all off, the battery life on here feels nearly infinite. I really only have to charge it every few months or so. If you're someone who spends the majority of the time working at a desk, then I can without any hesitation recommend you pick up this mouse. Additionally, if you do fall into that category, an accessory I think that would be worth checking out is the Delta Hub Carpio 2.0. This can be something that looks a little weird, and I'll admit that the first couple days using it, I was like, this is kind of gimmicky, this feels awkward, but once you get over that like learning curve, it starts to be something that you want to have it all the time. It's basically a wrist rest that you use on your mouse that keeps your wrist elevated to prevent you from developing more serious health issues down the line, such as carpal tunnel, hence the Carpio name. I do want to disclose that they sent this out to me a while back, but it was something that I've used every day since, and with no questions asked, by myself 10 times over. While this wrist rest paired with the MX Master provides a great external monitor experience, I think that it can be enhanced even more with Apple's Magic Trackpad. This is definitely an accessory that I feel like does not get enough recognition and is especially beneficial for my fellow creatives watching. The MacBook hands down has the best trackpad of any laptop out there. It's just so precise and allows you to easily make gesture controls. Constantly switching between working at the monitor at the desk and on the laptop itself when away at school, I always miss being able to quickly zoom in apps like Photoshop, Final Cut, Illustrator, and Figma. This is quite literally the same exact trackpad, just external. It's like they basically just cut it out of the Mac and put it on your desk. Having it next to my keyboard allows me to quickly perform a gesture and get back to typing away. While I work, if I'm not connected to my Audio Engine speakers, which that's saying something because I love those guys, then I'm more likely than not listening to music on my AirPod Pros. We'll go with that. I've said this before and stand by it that this is my favorite tech purchase from the last 2 years. They connect seamlessly between my MacBook, iPhone, and iPad, providing very good sound quality and a super small form factor. Noise cancelling is quite good considering the size, and they stay very comfortable. Most of the time I honestly just forget I even have them in. The battery life is insanely good, and just 5 minutes of charge can give you an hour of listening time. As long as you throw the case on a charger every night, you shouldn't have a problem keeping these guys powered. Presumably when you buy a MacBook, you intend to take it on the go occasionally, so making sure it's well protected should be a high priority. This is where today's video sponsor, Grams28, is here to help. I've been using their 118 leather folio to carry around this 16-inch monster, but it can also store other similarly sized laptops or the iPad Pro with a Magic Keyboard. The build quality is superb, being made of a full grain Italian leather with a rich texture that's extremely soft to the touch. On the inside, you get plenty of pockets to store the various gadgets you need while taking your laptop on the go. You have slots for your phone, AirPods, or even an AirTag if you want to be able to track your devices. The outside pocket gives you extra room for storage as well as the ability to personalize it with your initial. It only makes sense to pair your MacBook with a sleeve of the same quality. With Gram28's leather folio, you get a product that's both stylish and luxurious. If you're interested in checking out the folio or some of their other products, check out the link in the description and use code COLECACMUS15 on your order to get a sweet 15% off. You're welcome. I have a discount code. That feels good. While one of the main benefits the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBooks brought was the return of ports, which, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. With HDMI and the SD card slot, I don't really feel the need to get a hub. But the one port I really wish would have been there is USB-A, as so many peripherals I have still use it. To solve this, I bought 2 of the Anker USB-C to USB-A dongles, and they work like a charm. It comes in a space gray color, which matches the space gray Macs perfectly, but without a silver option, it does look a bit off. And if you've watched the channel before, you know that I care a lot about aesthetics and I just try not to look, alright? Jokes aside, from that it remains super discreet, just attaching to the end of whatever USB-A cable you're using. Before, all that I had was my old clunky USB-C to HDMI dongle, and this compact design is a nice upgrade to say the least. When it comes to making these videos, one of my must-haves while editing is this OWC Electron SSD. This is an external 1TB drive that's pocket-sized, which makes it awesome if I want to take it on the go while still having all my files, and the 10GB per second speeds make transferring all my footage from my SD card to this drive extremely quick. I have a TB internal drive on my Mac, but I find that it fills up so fast, so having this guy makes it so that I don't have to have huge Final Cut libraries taking up all of my storage. This thing is built like a tank, and I've had absolutely no issues with it, so to any creative out there, this really is a must-have. And to end it off, the last accessory that I recommend is the DualSense controller. Alright, listen, I know the Mac isn't meant for gaming, but there are times where I want to just sit back and enjoy a game while on the go, and luckily the M1 Pro chip allows for decent performance in a handful of different games. If you watched my last video about some of the best apps for this Mac, you'll know I mentioned Steam, as it has a specific macOS section where you can download games that are designed for macOS. Among my favorite over there are Life is Strange, Firewatch, and Tomb Raider. With Steam's 14-day/2-hour gameplay refund policy, you can try out any game that you want to play and have enough time to decide if you can live with its performance. Minecraft was another title I played a bit that's not on Steam, it's just its own launcher, and while it's not a graphic intensive title, you can still have a load of fun playing. It is worth noting though that all these games do still run on Rosetta 2, as native Silicon versions haven't been developed. I'm not sure they really ever will be, but regardless, it's still quite impressive, all things considered. I don't think I'll ever be able to say it enough times, but the M1 Pro MacBook is an absolute powerhouse on its own, and I hope that with this video, I was able to give you guys some ideas to make your experience with this laptop even better. I'm curious to know, what additional accessories do you use and think are worth checking out? As always, I really appreciate everyone who's made it to this point in the video. Leave a comment down below with hashtag M1Pro to let me know you made it all the way to the end like a real champ. If you aren't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel to catch more tech content in the very near future, and follow me on Twitter at ColeCacmus to see my hot tech takes and just some behind the scenes of this content. Alright guys, thank you again. Until next time, I'm heading out. Take care.
Oh man, that video took forever to make. All I need right now is just kick back and relax for a bit. Bro, where even am I right now? Oh, I'm lost. What the fuck?